Hello and welcome to Let's Stumble Through, the series where we'll stumble through a game knowing next to nothing about it. And today we'll be doing Dark Souls, the greatest game to do that with. But anyway, yeah, we'll get right down to it. So this will just be a lore playthrough. So if you come in here for the latest and greatest builds, yeah, you're in the wrong place. Anyway, we'll get right down to it. So let's start a new game.
Yes, indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old Lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, Saint of the Deep. Farron's Undead Legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yhorm the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Alright, finally we're at a bit I can actually do something with. So yeah, that was the opening cutscene, setting the tone, setting everything. I hope you're taking notes, because, it's... That opening cutscene has some information that's useful, mainly who the Lords of Cinder are, and it's also kind of useful because we're gonna find out, assuming we can get to the Firelink Shrine fairly quickly, that one Lord is missing. One very suspicious lord. So yeah, we'll have that. We'll go with a Knight class because I'm not risking doing some sort of faith or intelligence build that I can't do. But yeah, and we'll just go through the little descriptions for all of them. You can stop and read them just to save time, But yeah, an obscure knight of poor renown who collapsed roaming the land, sturdy, owing to high vitality, stout armor. So yeah, Knight of Born now, we were nobody. We just collapsed roaming the lands, and now we're us, and we're gonna save the day. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. Mercenary veteran, battlefield, etc. Yeah. Vikings. The Vikings. God bless the Vikings. Yeah. The Herald. Oh, little thing about the Heralds. We'll learn fairly early on, but they're kind of fucked. Like they were all sent on suicide missions, and they were never heard from again. I wonder why. Yeah, Common Thief. Ah, I love them. Assassin. There. Da-da-da. So yeah, that's all the classes. And the Deprived. We don't talk about the Deprived for varying reasons, but we'll leave it at that. So yeah, we'll be going for a Knight. Our burial gift shall be... not a big fan of the Life Ring, since, well, you know, it's a tiny amount of health. Tiny amount. Let's see, Warm Blessing. These are just consumables, by the way, just one's better than the other. And this is the Black Fireball. Incredibly useful when you're dealing with somebody who just does not like fire. And I might get it. I'm not entirely sure. I feel as though I should. It would be a good idea. Let's see. However, this fire gem over here, it lets us upgrade our sword to basically just inflict fire damage. Now there is a downside to that, in that the sword will no longer scale with anything, but still good to have nevertheless. And the Sovereignless Soul, which is... the Sovereignless Soul of one who slept beside you. Used to require many souls. Yeah. This would be great for, like, RPing, because, you had a buddy. You had a buddy, a squire, with you on your lonely night journeys, and he died with you. How sweet. Yeah. A Rusted Gold Coin. Great for boosting your item discovery if you don't, dump points into luck. Quite frankly, why would you? It is a useless skill. A skill only the depraved would ever use. You filthy, filthy cur. The Cracked Red Eye Orb. If you like invading people, grab this, because it's a nice thing to do if you want to just harass some bastards. But we will all judge you for it. Absolutely everyone. Alright. The Young White Branch. Branch of Young Birch. A Young White Birch. Keyword there. Perhaps as an offering of peace can be used to blend into the environment. So yeah. This is sort of like a consumable spell, because there's a spell in the game that lets you do that. But, nah, we'll not get this. Purely because we'll find ridiculous amounts of them fairly quickly. So yeah, we'll be going for the Fire Gem, because, quite frankly, this Starting Sword isn't that great, and I want it to be as powerful as possible to make my life as easy as possible. Yeah. Face presets. Yeah, we'll go with that. Can I have a default? No, I had a favorite. There we go. Anime eyes. Yeah, we'll be going with this guy. This lovable hunk here. Yeah, decent build. So, this is us. All nice and prettied up. All ready to go out into the world. So, let's do it. Because we're gonna have some fun when we get out. Some lovely fun. And welcome to the Cemetery of Ash, you newly formed undead. Congratulations, you made it this far without dying. Well, you almost made it this far without dying. Yeah, this is the Cemetery of Ash. This is a lovely place where all the failed undead are buried. We'll get to that in just a bit. There. These are just tutorial messages, you know, regular attack, heavy. Oh, frame rate's really checking. Ooh. Okay, hopefully that helps. Come here, my fellow. Completely useless. Completely. Holy shit! Look at my health. I mean, just look at that. I'm sorry, bro. Coming from coming from an old save to that, it's kind of terrifying. It's kind of terrifying. Yeah, like snap. What's this way? Well, over here, there's absolutely nothing. And we'll get to this spot in a bit, because, well, let's just say that this spot's kind of important for a little bit of lore regarding the history of Dark Souls. The history of this character. This character right here. This character's history. That spot over there is very important. And we'll get to it later. It's gonna be fucking years before we get there. Yeah. As customary with Dark Souls, here's a lovely knight giving you the Ashen Estus Flask. Now, we've all played Dark Souls, right? We all know what an Estus Flask does. It restores your health. What does an Ashen one do? Well, it restores your focus points, which you use for, like, weapon arts and shit. So, to do weapon art, you just do this, and then you hold the parry button, and you're in the stance. Very impractical, but it lets you do cool shit. And I'll get to it later. Right now, we're gonna need to learn about the Estus Flasks. Because they're important. The undead treasure these dull green flasks, filled with Estus at bonfires, and drink to restore HP. The journey of an undead has always traced the bonfires, and no journey of import has been made without an Estus Flask. Now that was just the regular one. We all know it. We all love it. Now for the Ashen one, which is a teensy bit different. Quite befitting of an unkindled, an Ashen Estus Flask turns a bonfire's heat cold. Now that is a very strange thing indeed. Because why the hell would an unkindled be able to do that? To turn a bonfire's Estus just frozen cold. And more still, why the hell does that boost your focus? I don't know. I really don't. I'm assuming it's something to do with sorceries and whatnot. But we'll get to that later. We'll get to that once we get to the archives. Go to the archives. Pay attention, kids, because this is a very specific sound. Or not. I fucked that up completely. But yeah. Dark Souls has this nice thing of letting you know when you critically hit someone. Oh, that smells. It's a lovely, satisfying sound. I promise I know what I'm doing. Promise. Yeah, it's easy to know. That's the sound. Oh, that lovely crit sound. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Now, that's the way we're meant to go. But there's something over there. Yes, thank you, thank you. Okay. I'm not sure we'll be able to do this one the first time. And if not, I'll do it off camera, but there's a special little someone here who can give us something very nice. The problem is, will I be able to beat him? Well, no time like the present. Meet the Crystal Lizard! Just trust me, this guy is... he's a confusing thing. And once we kill him, we'll be able to learn a bit more about him. attack. Yeah, I saw that coming. I saw it coming. But I didn't. Because I couldn't. But yeah. Crystal Lizards, they are... They're very, very strange, because before in Dark Souls, lizards were just like tiny little fuckers. You would barely notice them. And now they've turned into that. Off. Completely unnecessary, but I'm taking it anyway. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it again, and if I fail this time, we'll stop forever. I promise. I mean, just look at how easily I dispatched these husks of corpses. Yeah. Alright, I'll give you that this guy might be out of my league. He might be just a tad too tough. God damn it, I refuse to give up. This is Dark Souls! By giving up means defeat. Come in! Aye. Come on, get over here. There we go. Jeez, I keep for one very specific reason. I'll get to it. I'll get to it if I survive this. And thank you. Finally! God damn it. But yeah. As much as I love this game, I cannot stand the way you kick. Now the way you kick is, you push forward on the analog stick, and then you hit someone lightly. And that does a kick. Now, here's a little habit I'm into. If I'm attacking something, I instinctively want to be moving towards it, so that if it's out of my range, I don't have to worry about not hitting it and being a fucking idiot. And you want to know what happens if I try to do that in the middle of my swings? Well, I could have showed that, but basically I just kick. I kick and I look like a fool. It's completely useless. Yeah. We got a lovely little, it's a thing you use to upgrade your weapons. Yeah. Let's go. Yes. Titanite, altered by a soul. Reinforces soul transposed weapons to +4. Weapons forged by soul transposition can only be reinforced by titanite that's of the same kind. In rare cases, crystal lizards devour souls, growing to monstrous proportion, and leaving these great scales. So yeah. That crystal lizard was a tiny little fucker, as you'd expect, gecko-sized. And because he ate souls and somehow used that to increase his power, he got ridiculously bigger. This one, there we go. And that's the thing with enemies in Dark Souls. If they're a colossal size, they're probably overpowered as hell. Yeah. So, judging an enemy by their size, kind of a good idea in this game. Although, that being said, some people are fucking overpowered. Just to an insane degree. And I'm assuming if we manage to beat the next boss, I'll show you that one person. I'll show you him good. Anyway, here's Firelink Shrine! It looks a tad different than the last time we saw it. But it has a bell tower now. One that isn't dilapidated or destroyed. I don't like that. Rest in peace. That lovely expression. Jeez. Alright. Now there are a bunch of ways we can go about this. I vote we go this way. Fuck you! Have a crit. worth it. Probably isn't. Come on. There you go. Thank you. And thank you. And, I don't know, do we want to equip it? Yeah, we'll equip it anyway. Better safe than sorry. Oh yeah, I forgot. This thing over here, if you want to just, banish a couple friends you summoned, then this is the thing you use. Charm of Farewell granted to banish undead. The crystal sends phantoms back to their homes. Or you back to yours. Yada yada yada. Essentially, if you're dealing with somebody and you're helping somebody out, you're being a lovely sombro, and you're helping someone out on the journey, and you just want to fuck off, and they won't get to the bonfire or the boss, you use that crystal to disappear. It doesn't let you banish invaders. No, that would be overpowered as fuck. But it's a nice thing to have. Fuck! Locking on. That would be a good idea. I've been surprised by locking on before. Can I survive fighting a boss with this much health? It's not that I'm scared of him. It's just that I'm scared it's that I'm scared of him. It's just, I'm not scared of him, I'm scared of... Look, we'll get to it once we come back to the fucking Cemetery of Ash later in the playthrough, alright? And we will have a bunch of questions that need answering at that point. Yeah, let's just get to that. Oh. Dark Souls does, in regards to Dark Souls 1, jumping was you run, you hold B, circle, wherever the run button is, and then you tap it, and then you jump. Not the case in this game. They remap that so that you have to be running, and then you have to click the left analog stick, so you jump. It's great so that you can roll out of the way and get your lovely invincibility frames, but apart from that, it takes a lot of getting used to if you've been, like, maining Dark Souls 1 for a while. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Perfect. A lovely Titan Knight. So, this is safe. I'm checking for enemies where they're not here. But the thing is, they will be here. Or they were here. Later. We'll get to it later. I promise I will speak no more of any weird things until we get to it later. Alright, Let the fire cube transform the summoner's soul into a source of strength. For to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. So yeah, that's just giving you a little insight into what we are. We are the unkindled. We are a vessel for souls. What that means, you'll figure out in a bit. The first things first, the thing you have to realize is, in Dark Souls, you don't become unkindled, per se. It's sort of a side effect of something. You become undead. You become undead, but you don't become unkindled. Oh! Yeah. Let's just deal with you. Thank you! Was that everyone? That was, in fact, everyone. Okay, good. Now for the boss fight. Oh, the boss fight. Oh, the boss fight. The boss fight. With effectively a third of the health I'm used to. Oh, damn. Okay. This is Uix Gundor. Or Edix Gundor. I don't know how to pronounce that word for the life of me. But yeah. Take a look at it. Note that big growing mass on his back. Now that could be something important. That could be humanity writhing out of him. Only kept in place by this suspicious sword. But we'll get to that after I hopefully beat him and not die in the process. Oh, it's gonna take forever. Yeah, this guy's been here a while, and yeah, he's got a lot of lore attached to him, purely because of this whole mess he's in right now. I mean, look where he is. Just look at it. But I'll get to that in detail after I not die. it! Ow! Shit. Oh fuck, he does not hit as hard as I remember. No, no parrying, no parrying. Parry and you're dead. But yeah. I don't think I can. Mainly because I'm shit at parrying. Ow. Okay, I am wasting so much. So much. Okay. Ow. I'm good at rolling. Parrying, not so much. But yeah. Much easier than I remember. Since, you know, this is the tutorial. It's not too hard. You will die. But, oh, here comes the bit. Die, don't die! Yeah, that big fucking serpent thing is the reason I'm scared of this fucker. Okay, now we gotta fight him. Jesus. Okay, that ended surprisingly well. That ended very well. Oh, an ember. Oh, nice. Oh, and 3,000 souls. Even better. And we're only 25 minutes in. Great. Light the bonfire, get that coiled sword out of here. And, we didn't get his soul, which is very suspicious, very suspicious. Yeah, we'll get to thrust in the shrine bonfire to activate bonfire wall. Let's see. The item descriptions in this game are much better than in previous ones. Previous was just, oh, what do I do with this? I don't know. Figure it out. Yeah. This coiled sword. Sword missing from the shrine bonfire. Cannot be equipped as a weapon. Yet. Thrust into the shrine bonfire to restore its power and enable travel between bonfires. This sword is only bequeathed to chosen ash, as judged by Uix. Judged by the Uix, who awaits the arrival of ash as a scabbard. So yeah, that's a little thing you gotta keep in mind about dear old Gondor there. He was waiting for, basically us. A badass undead who could beat him. And we arrived. We finally arrived. He's done his job, everything is perfectly fine. But there's still the question of how he got like that, and who he was. But we'll get to that later. Much later. Like, near the end of the game later. Oh. But yeah. We'll go right up to the bonfire, assuming I have enough time. I'll try to beat the most bullshit bastard in this entire game. I will fail miserably. Let's grab. Straight sword. Essentially has the same moves as my straight sword right now, but it does no damage. And by no damage, I mean fuck all. It does go down real quickly. On home of bone. Those are things you use to basically travel back to the bonfire you rested at. See? A bone fragment reduced to white ash. Return to the last bonfire for resting or to the shrine bonfire. Bonfires are sustained by bones of the undead. In rare cases, their previous owners' strong urge to seek bonfires enchants their bones with a homeward instinct. So yeah. Essentially, the poor bastard that lost his bone, yeah, he really wanted to get to a bonfire for varying reasons. And he died failing. Oh yes. Eat shit. Ah, that is never not entertaining. Never not entertaining. Yeah. This entire area is as we mentioned before, this entire area is just a cemetery. A cemetery for the for us. Because let's just clear something right now. Clear something up right now. We are not undead. No. We are unkindled. There's a difference. A very slight difference. But I'll get to that once we talk to the lovely Ashen Lady. Now just look at this. Look at this. It's lovely. I survived the drop. That's a yes. Why, hello there, madam.
Welcome to the bonfire, Unkindled One.
Oh.
I am a firekeeper.
Ooh.
I tend to the flame, and tend to thee.
Go on.
The lords have left their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side.
So yeah, she basically wants to get the Lords of Cinder right up onto their throne so that the linking of the fire can take place again. Why? Well, bad things happen when the fire goes out. If the fire goes out.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how. Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels. Ashen
Yes.
Ones,
Thank you, Nadia. Anything else? Actually, no.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
So yeah, she's the level up point. So just like in Dark Souls 2, you level up from her, which is a bit of an inconvenience. Just a bit. Yeah, we'll dump a bunch of points into Vitality. Let's, okay. Health is important when we're going for a strength build. It is very important.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
So yeah, may the flames guide you. Basically, everyone who says that is somebody who wants the... They basically are on the same side as everyone who was wanting to link the fire. And it's a very important side to know about, because it lets you see things a little clearer. Now meet this crestfallen bastard. He's kind of the opposite here. He's like us, except he's lost all motivation to keep going. And we'll talk to him, we'll talk to the blacksmith, and then we'll end it here. We might talk to him, although probably not.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death.
I know, it was such a lovely
Well, you're
night.
not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the Lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots. Don't you think?
Yes, how lovely.
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the Lord. We're talking truth.
Yes, lovely. Well, so yeah, here's somebody who's given up on the task of linking the fire. Because really, we're unkindled, and... well... I'll get to that in the next episode. I'll get into the whole hollow, undead, unkindled thing in the next episode. Because it is confusing. Now meet my favorite character. Andre of the Storm.
Well, a newcomer, I see. I am Andre. I serve at this shrine as a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust. A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms. Let me smith you weapons. I am a smith, such is my purpose.
Yeah, he's the lovely person who will let you allot your Estus flasks. I'm immediately gonna get rid of the Ashen One, because I never use it. Why? Because I'm a knight. I don't use your sorceries. I don't fucking need them. Yeah. he'll give you some information about how weapons work.
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So handle them with care, if you would. Prithee, I don't want to see my work squandered.
Lovely. Yeah. Dark Souls 3 uses the same weapon degradation system as Dark Souls 2. Your weapons, at that little bar right there you see, it's gonna break. If it gets low, it's gonna break. And if it breaks, it does shit all damage. So you don't want them to break, generally. Me, I don't remember his name. What the fuck was his name?
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look.
Lovely. Just
Knowest thou of our 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire? The fast fading flame must be licked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is. I may be but small. Now.
yeah. He's basically the only Lord of Cinder who's actually going to do his job. And I will get to just all of this in the next episode, but we've been going for a long time right now, so I'll just end this here.